Okay, let's do LeetCode number 3, longest substring without repeating characters in JavaScript. I used a hash map and a sliding window to solve this problem. And instead of typing this thing out all the way, I'm going to kind of run through the solution here because I found typing it out and trying to explain it for this algorithm to be pretty challenging to do unless all of the code was typed out for it. So we have our declared variables up here. What we're doing is we're creating a hash map here, and then we have our left and right pointers. And I'll run through an actual example down here in my sources tab here in a second. I'm going to walk through it like this first. So what we're doing is we have these nested while loops, and what we're doing with this is we're going, okay, while we're walking through here, we check, does this map have the letter? So if we're here right now, check, does it have a letter? If it doesn't, if our map is empty, then we're going to update the map and increment right. So our right pointer. And we're going to continue through this until we find a letter inside this map. So if this was our input, we'd hit right here. This letter is inside of the map. So we're going to break out of this, and that's going to kick us out to down here. This is going to say, okay, what's longer? The longest substring, 0, or the difference between these two pointers. So these pointers are counting up like this. Right goes here to here to here to here. Oh, we found a duplicate. So we would take this right pointer, subtract it from the left pointer, set it to the longest substring, clear our map, increment left 1, then we would come back up here to this while loop again, reinitialize right, reset right, and do this build up all over again. So it's kind of this crazy rubber band walk that we're doing through here. So let me let's walk through it down here in the sources tab and actually set a breakpoint, and we can look at what this actually looks like. So what we're going to do is we're going to play, we're going to hit our breakpoint here, and we can walk through this again, and this will make a little more sense. So we've got all of our initial values, and we are going to start walking through this. So we've set right equal to left, it's 0, and we're going to start our additional while loop here, our inner while loop. We're going to see, does it have the letter? No, so we build it. Increment right. So now right's 1. Does it have a letter? No. So let's build it. Okay, increment 1. So you can see right is 2, right? So here's the length, it's still less. We're building up right here. So right now is right's, in here. So we're building this up. And we are just kind of making this this sliding window grow right now while we're checking to see if it has repeats. So when we're going to find one right here, does it have a letter? Yes, it does. So we're going to break out of this. Now we're going to go through and set our longest substring. We can check all this logic here, and we set longest substring to 3 right there because our left was 0. We hadn't moved it yet. Our right was 3. We got the max of those. We set it to there. Then we're going to clear our map and erase it, and then we're going to move the left. Okay, so then the rest of the tricky part, we're going to start the while loop over again, but this time our left is 1, and we're resetting the right. So right is now 1. So you can see how this goes through this, builds till it finds something, then erases our map, resets everything, and then it will build till it finds it. Oops, don't do that. And then it'll build till it finds something again. And it will kind of rubber band walk through this input string, and it will return the correct values. As we can see in here, let me. Just so we can check our logic in case you follow this. Let's submit this in case you follow this and you have a typo somewhere. Yep, does work. Go back to the description here and blow this up so you can take a look at it all the way. And if this is confusing for you, yeah, throw this into your sources or throw this into VS Code or whatever it is. Set a breakpoint on it and kind of watch it work. And I'll leave you there.